Since this is June, the traditional end of the school year, we're going to take a look at a very special graduating class and meet some kids who are anything but ordinary. They are students at the Harvey Milk School in New York, a controversial high school that opened its doors a few years ago to gay, lesbian, and transgendered students. The purpose was to offer a safe haven for education, an academic atmosphere without the bullies and the stigma of being different. But that has left some asking, what happens when these young people leave this temporary refuge? Are they being prepared to take their differences into the real world? What happens when their lives are suddenly turned inside out? A graduating senior with only 5 months left in the new town high school, Marquise transferred to Harvey Milk not only because of his sexual orientation, but because he felt conventional high schools provided inadequate assistance.
I didn't want to stay in my old school because there was a lot of violence for me because people assumed that I was gay, and there was a lot of sexual slurs and whatever from other guys, and I was in dance class in that school too. So they, even though they didn't really know me, they still assumed that I was gay, and I got into a few confrontations.
But you survived 3.5 years there.
Yeah, I had to put up with it because there was no other choice for me. So
the fact is, nobody should be harassed in school. That's the goal. Nobody should be harassed in school for whatever reason. And people have tried various ways to prevent that from happening.
In 1983, Robert Woodworth was involved in the negotiations to buy the current Center for the Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, and Transgender building from the city. To this day, he works actively with the center and has earned the title of Director of Capital Projects. We spoke with him about the center's relationship with the Harvey Milk School.
Well, the Harvey Milk School, when it started, of course, it's a program. Sometimes people confuse it with a place or a building. At that time, one of the other organizations that had started around the same time as the center was the Institute for the Protection of Lesbian and Gay Youth.
Since the expansion in June 2002, the school has been clouded in controversy, but for some students attending here, this is home, their only home.
I didn't think, I had already known about the school, but I didn't think my mom would let me go.
Oh.
She found out last July. It was my God.
She never assumed you
Oh, she told me that she knew, but she wished that I would have came out and told her.
Were you afraid to tell her?
A little, because I just didn't know how she would react.
You know, I think one of the reasons why this school was created in the first place is because the children that go there felt ostracized by other students in the public schools.
Ann Shepard, a mother of 2 daughters, discusses her overall experience with the public education system.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love my kids to go to better funded schools. Who would not? Everybody wants the best for their children.
To get a better understanding of how Harvey Milk's budget from last year accommodated its students, we compared it to another specialized high school in the same district, Stuyvesant High. Both schools are public school, yet one receives 3 times as more than the other. Some say this isn't fair. Do you want your kids to be in more well-funded schools? Do you think this should be turned into a private school? Should it remain a public school? Your money is going into the school.
I wouldn't want my children to be subjected to people harassing them or, you know, calling them names and stuff. If people were kinder, if children were kinder to their peers, then maybe we wouldn't have this situation.
If the students weren't harassed or threatened in their former school, do you think this school would still be in existence today?
If people were being treated well and were completely accepted for who they are, it might not have had to happen. But that's one of those things where, you know, if Robert Kennedy didn't get shot in 1968, what would the world be like different? What would the world be like today? It would be different, yes. How would it be different? There's no way to tell. So in the same way, one could say, gee, it would be great if that were the case. And then once that is the case, then maybe we wouldn't need a school. But the fact of the matter is, that's not the case, and so we do need the school.
Everyone gets bullied. Why should Harvey Milk students get their own separate school?
If what I hear is true, faggot is still acceptable slang. And people get away with it. And to the extent that people can get away with that and not be able to get away with some other things that you can think of, suggests that people who can be called faggot, whether they're queer or not, are at greater risk.
If you had the opportunity to send your oldest daughter, who just graduated from high school, would you want her to attend this school?
If she is going to get the push that she needs, if she's going to get the assistance that is required, why not? My daughter, has a pretty good head on her shoulders, and she'll be fine.
I guess class sizes were a problem for a while, and I think that when teachers have a smaller class, then the students are able to, learn a little bit better. They feel taken care of. They feel like they actually have attention so that they can grow.
When we do research, everyone gets a laptop. We don't have to share or pair up. And textbooks, books, we all get a book. I mean, everything is supplied to us.
You've heard of the Harvey Milk School, haven't you?
Yes, I have heard of that.
How would you feel about going to a school of that kind?
Honestly, I wouldn't go to a school of that kind because of religious beliefs, honestly. Like, I'm Seventh-day Adventist and I don't abide by most of the rules, like regarding jewelry and stuff like that. But they are against homosexuality.
But your mother doesn't have a problem with that. Why would you?
That's because I think that I live with my mom, and I understand that it might not cause problems with her, but then I also have to go out into the community, and the opinions of my brethren do actually mean something to me. So it's a lot bigger than just me and my mom.
Can I interject?
Yes.
I mean, you going to the school and because, you're going with students who are gay, lesbian, transgendered, whatever, doesn't mean that you support or you condone what they're doing. I mean, it's you're going there.
But why would I? There are so many other schools that I could choose from. Why would I go to that one school? And plus, what if I had to take my SATs on a Sunday? How would Pastor Martin feel writing that excuse letter that says that you don't take your SATs on a Saturday if he knew I was going to a homosexual school? And that's against the rules.
As I recall, you took your first SATs on a Saturday.
Yeah, because I wasn't in a strict environment.
Although there's a growing tolerance in the academic atmosphere, 19% of students still hear homophobic remarks from their teachers.
In environments where the net effect is to harm you rather than to nurture you, then better to be out of that environment if the environment can't be fixed, because you're only in it for 4 years. So the damage that's done to somebody in 4 years is permanent damage. If you fix the system and it takes you 8 years to do it, let us say, you've already got 8 generations or classes of kids who've gone through horrible experiences that will take them a lot to recover from. So right then, it's a question of putting folks in an environment where they actually have a high school experience that they will be glad that they had, as opposed to a high school experience that they will rue for the rest of their lives. So in some points, sometimes it's emergency intervention.
We don't choose sometimes who we are. I didn't choose to particularly born black, but I was born black.
Although unsure of where he'll be attending college this fall, Marquise still has big dreams.
One of my friends got accepted, I think, to LaGuardia Community College, and one of my other friends got accepted to Roosevelt College in Chicago. I want to pursue creative writing, so I'm going to be an author. And all the teachers here, they say my name, Marquise Baskerville. Oh, you should make your name, make that name something. I wish I could have came the beginning of the school year in September, or even earlier, to avoid everything that I kind of went through. I definitely think there should be more institutions like this because it helps a lot.